Ruler School is brought to you by Odyssey Games, where you can go to get singles for all your Force of Will and other trading card games, as well as these amazing patrons. Thank you for your support. Class is in session. Hey there, Rulers. DMO73 here, bringing you the deck profile for the Selesta Treasures list that we played last week on FoWednesday. This is very much a blue-green draw consistency kind of control take on Selesta. There's a lot of people who are playing the Angel package. We're typically not doing that. We want a little bit more of a board presence and some more kind of card selection, and just wanted to use a little bit more of the cards that came out in the set. Let's go ahead and dig in. Obviously, Selesta is our ruler, rocking it out with that exploration ability, and then, you know, making those copies of chance to get a lot of value. This deck is really trying to play in such a way that you kind of always use Selesta last. So it's kind of like the domino setup, where you want to set up little combinations of or lineups where when you do pull the trigger on Selesta, you absolutely maximize the value on her. And then when you flip her over, she becomes this really beefy body. She can't explore anymore, but usually she's going to have Eternal. You're going to have usually ways to get anything out of her way. But we also are playing Claw, so we can Fierce, and you just kind of smack your opponent in the face with Selesta for lethal. We do have some options for damage outside of that. That's kind of like the win con naturally. Stone base wise, we're playing 4 Deepwood, 4 Light Vapors, because those are our primary colors, and then a single copy of Hardcore and Dark Depths. Main reason why is because we're playing this wonderful card right here, Origin of the Seven Lands, just as a backup win con that you can keep replaying every single turn. So we wanted to be able to play all 5 colors just from our stone base without having to worry about filtering. So, Exorcist of the Mage Academy, playing as a 3 of, just as a tech card, because we can play it consistency in white. You could probably get away with moving this to your sideboard, but it is a cool card to keep in the main board, just in case you think that there's going to be a lot of cheat-ins. Obviously, Kiki, Celesta's partner, is a quintessential card for this deck, using it for Explore, top decking, setting up situations where you're going to be doing explorations with Selesta to make sure that you're always getting the right thing. Keep in mind, the ruling has been made so that Kiki will come into play. If you reveal it off at Exploration, you can only cast the Resonator side, which is still great, but just doesn't give it as much flexibility as it has before. 4 Bewildering Charm for some bounce and some additional draw. 3 copies of Morgiana the Wise Servant. This card is insane in this deck. There's so much draw power that can come out of it, and being able to have that card selection is amazing, especially with Kiki. The way that would work is, if you have Morgiana on the field and then there's Kiki, you can say look at 3 cards, put 1 in your hand, put the other 2 on bottom, look at 3 cards, pick 1 in your hand, put it on bottom, put the rest on bottom, and then put a card back on top. So you just look at 6 cards of your deck for 1 will. It's really good. Playing 2 Wise Dragon because it's essentially a free body. It's very easy to get to 5 treasures in this deck, and the fact that it can put 2 things back is really awesome. Especially since we're playing Jelena. Jelena is great. This card absolutely is a powerhouse. Being able to make it so all of our bounce effects for any entities suddenly put them on the bottom. You have things like Wise Dragon that do this. You have things like Jewel of the Panda King that do this. There's just a lot of ways to really manipulate your opponent's board state and put them in really awkward positions. Hidden History Selesta is essentially another 4 copies of Kiki for being able to stack the deck, but on the upside, it also has the ability to ramp, which makes really nice when we're wanting to play the activate abilities of Selesta early. It just makes it really nice, and so we can play other things, and like I said, set up those little combinations to make sure we pull Celesta's trigger last. Treasure-wise, we're playing 4 copies of Thunder Parasol, 3 Jewel of the Panda King, and then 1 each of Crown, Claw, Grimoire, Arm, Dispelling Stone, and Endless Purse. In my opinion, we could probably stand to get rid of the Grimoire and maybe go to a second copy of Dispelling Stone. We could also probably stand to get rid of the Arm of the Demon and get another copy of Dispelling Stone, but for the sake of the FoWednesday, we kind of wanted to play all the different ones. This is also a way to make sure that we have a way to kind of get around the green Athena. Playing all the different treasures, we have a higher likelihood of being able to keep consistently 5 different ones for RFG'd. So even if an Athenia comes down to put 2 back into our graveyard, we can still possibly have that Eternal Selesta. And so that is the deck. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. It was an absolute blast to play. There's a ton of different ways that you can play Selesta, more aggro variant, which we've seen from heard Mike Rance talk about, or the Angel package, or all kinds of stuff. So excellent ruler, tons of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts on Selesta in the comment sections down below. Be sure to check out that Discord link down below to get into the community of the Ruler School Discard. And if you still are looking for Epic of the Dragonlord product, don't forget, we still have boxes at Odyssey Games for $85 a box. You can click that link down below. However, that's it for now. So until next time, this is DMO73 saying, class dismissed.